Hello folks, good morning or good afternoon. So today I wanted to take a picture of Milky Way, one of the arms of the Milky Way. So this is the telescope, but I'm not planning to take pictures using the telescope, but I'm actually using kind of the mount. And I put the DSLR Canon T6i on the dovetail mount and connected the DSLR. I'm using backyard EOS to take pictures of it. So that's the plan. And Milky Way is where the Sagittarius cloud is, and Sagittarius A. And if you know, like basically that is the center of the Milky Way, and that's where the black hole of our Milky Way galaxy is too. I don't think I'm going to take the best picture in the world, but I'm just trying to take a picture that is decent enough. I'll show you my workflow. So I set my DSLR setting, the mode of the DSLR to manual, and lens I focused it manually to, kind of very close to the infinity. Set the auto white balance AWB. The image I took RAW plus JPEG. So when I started taking pictures, I figured there is a lot of light pollution on the picture, so I have to take light pollution filter, apply that to my DSLR, and then if you can see barely, that's the Milky Way, right? So I don't think I can take a best picture with all this. So I started moving away. You can see the tree line there. So that's the Milky Way, but I have to rotate my camera to stay away from those lights. I rotated my camera vertical, and then this is my 14 seconds exposure with 3200 ISO. This is the first picture. So I started using Pixinsight. I moved my pictures there. I used the blink function. Blink is going to let me look at if there is any asteroids or planes that are passing through the pictures. So I started deselecting them or removing them. Once the blink function is complete, I know which pictures that I could process, and then I use the image integration to take the pictures and integrate them. I use the DBE, the dynamic background, to identify like where I could point the pixels, where my background is. You can also iteratively select which stars that you can keep and which marks that you can remove by looking at each one of them. If there is a dark pixel out there, meaning it's kind of star. If it's a red and green kind of thing, it's like a like a shape. You wanted to stay away from them. If there is nothing out there, you could use that as your background. You could change the tolerance if it's not letting you. I think the DBE is an alternate for the automatic background. You could use the DBE. I think Pixinsight got the best dynamic background out there to remove all the light pollution, the filter color or the sky color. It removes it once if you do that, and basically brings your picture by removing the background. So once you actually get the picture, I'm actually doing a stretch, like a screen stretch on them, STF function. You could also use a dynamic crop function to resize the picture. So I do have some vignetting, so I removed that, some of it using the DBE, but I think I removed the rest using the dynamic crop. So I cropped the picture now. I think this is kind of like how the picture is going to look like right now. I use the histogram function. You can convert from a linear image to regular one. So now here is where I started. Here is the city lights with all the pollution, and you can barely see the Milky Way there. And finally I was able to get a picture that is looking like this. It's not the best picture still, but I think it looks pretty good. I hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching.